Hey guys, welcome back. So, I had an encounter yesterday with a Gangstalker. I'm gonna break it down for you. So, I was working at the auto parts store and I was working the parts counter while my coworker was in the back of the store doing a planogram. So I was by myself, and then this guy came, and he came in, and then he said, "Hey, can I need a part?" And I was like, "Okay, what is it you need?" And then he said, "I'm not sure what it is, but it's a sensor, and it's for a Jeep 2000." And then I was like, "What?" And then he said, "Yeah, for 200. I'm sorry." And then I was just like, "What year?" And he said 2000. So, well, that's already confusing, isn't it? So then I was like, "What year model?" And then he said it's a 2015. And I was just like, "What do you mean? Is it a 2015 or 2000?" And then wait, no, it didn't go like that. Give me 1 second. So I'm not exactly sure how it went, but he said a completely different car. And then he said the year 200. So I typed in the information. First he gave me like the year 2015. And then he said a completely different car. And then when I said the car, and then he said, "No, I wanted it for a 200. And then I was like, year 2000 you mean?" And then he said, "No, I mean for a Chrysler 200. And then I was just like, "Oh, I guess I misheard you." So this is the thing. He said that in a confusing manner on purpose. Because he said a completely different car, and then when I told him, "Oh, I guess I misheard you," with absolutely no reaction, no negative reaction, no anger, nothing. He literally said, really like lowly, he said, "Yeah, I guess you did mishear me." And then I rapidly glanced at his eyes, at his face, and he had this face of anger because I wasn't upset, because I didn't care about his trick. Remember, I've had these encounters with Gangstalkers hundreds of times, literally. So I already know the tricks, So then I asked him more information, and then I said, "Well, I know it's inside the hood of the car," and kind of like smiling. So when in the past, when you're getting gangstalked, when this happens, they act in a manner as if they're just doing it to give you a hard time. It gives you the impression that they're there to get parts that they actually don't need. It feels like that. It gave me the impression that they just making up shit just to give you a hard time. But the reality is that they really don't know what they need. They're not pretending to. They're not pretending to need a part, even though that's what it feels like. It feels like they're only there only to fuck with you. But the truth of the matter is that they truly don't know. But because you have the entire narrative about getting gangstalked, and they kind of have an idea of what you're thinking, you are supposed to believe that they are really just giving you random parts, to happen, to produce two things. Either one, to create mistrust and to be completely convinced that they actually don't need what they're asking for and they're only playing stupid. But the truth is that the gangstalkers are pretty much gonna need your help if you're in a customer service position. And the truth of the matter is that they're gonna pretend, they're gonna like laugh too, like as if they're there only to fuck with you. But in reality, they actually need that help from you. So I already know this by this point. But all of a sudden at the store, it got really busy all of a sudden, and we got like a lot of customers. So, and then a customer that I ordered a part for, he came in and he just came up to me and he was like, "Oh, hey, I need this part. I was wondering if my part arrived." And it wasn't not only him, but it was like only like other four customers. And and since I knew that this guy was gonna need more time, I told him, "Just give me 1 second." And then I called, and then I said, "Hey, Alexis, can you come tell me to the front? All of us, I have a line of customers." So then Alexis came up, and then I sent Alexis, "Hey, Alexis, can you help him out?" The gangstalker. And then the gangstalker was like shocked because I literally just like stopped taking care of him, and I pretty much ordered or asked my coworker to take care of him. And you should have seen the face of the gangstalker. He was like, "What the fuck?" He was not expecting me to just like put him aside and send my coworker to take care of him. And then so then I went helping the other customers. And I was eavesdropping on what the customer needed, the gangstalker needed while I was helping the other. And I was eavesdropping here and there because I was actually busy with my other customers. And then he was also struggling to find the part because he had no idea what he needed. So my coworker told him the same thing that I told him before. "Oh, I'm sorry. So, before I asked my coworker to help me, I told the guy, the gangstalker, I told him, I'm not gonna be able to find the part because you need to know more information about the part. You should come back when you find more about the part." And he did look thrown off because in the past I would do everything possible and spend a long time with a customer trying to figure out what the hell he needed. But that is not my responsibility. I spoke to my boss about it. And the customer should know what they want. It is not my responsibility to look up diagrams of the engine and help him to figure out what he wants. I don't work in diagnostics. What I do is I sell the parts that the customers need. And if he doesn't know what he needs, I have to send him home until he knows what he needs. I can help them, yeah, but I'm not gonna sacrifice, the time of other customers in order to help this dumbass figure out what he needs because he doesn't know what he wants or what he needs. That is not my job. So guess what? My coworker told him the same. I can't help you because you don't really know what you need. So the guy just like bought a back scratcher and left. All while he got from two people, myself and my coworker, the same answer. a lot of times, gangstalkers are purposely gonna stay ignorant because, one, if I was the previously getting gangstalked me, the fact that he didn't know what he needed would cause two things. One, cause me a lot of anxiety and make me break my head and really struggle to find what he needed, causing me anxiety because that's supposed to be my job. And that would give me the impression that he went there only to fuck with me, to give me a hard time. But I have learned, and I have learned to tell him, I'm sorry, I can't help you unless you know what you need. So that creates disappointment on them. Next is that whole act, they're gonna act like if they purposely are giving you really difficult tasks, and it's gonna give you the impression that they truly don't need what they're asking for. And the moment that you find what they need, if they happen to know what, or to recognize what they need, then I'm sorry, my mind is thinking, I think that is the intake manifold, the crankshaft position sensor is the one that he needed, I think, or the VVT for the timing. I'm not sure, but it could be either of those. Like, now that I'm fresh, I can have a good guesstimation of the sensor that he wanted. Anyways, but gangstalkers, oh yeah, but it's gonna make you feel like if they went only to give you a hard time, which partly it is, but they actually do need that part. Gangstalkers are not only there to fuck with you, they're there because they actually need what they're asking you for. But because you're getting gangstalked, you are going to get the impression that they're there only to fuck with you. This is where the mind fuck comes from. Is that you feel that people are against you, and you're gonna feel that they're there only to mess with you. But they're gonna ask you questions, you're gonna need parts. And the truth of the matter is that the questions are real. What they need from you is real. They're actual real customers. They are messing with your perceptions. So they're acting like this because whenever a person comes to you, any normal customer comes to you with an actual, and let's say that someone makes a mistake in telling you what car it is, you're gonna start assuming they're doing it on purpose to mess with you. Then if a customer doesn't know what he needs, but he's an actual customer, you're gonna assume that they're there, that they're asking you for that part only to make you struggle. So from then on, your perception about customers that come in with really difficult parts are gonna be turned into believing that every single person that accidentally tells you the car that they need, the wrong car, or that gives you a really difficult task, is a gangstalker. That's how gangstalkers mess with your perceptions. So now, most of the gangstalkers really don't know what's going on with me, but they think that I'm still hypnotized, that I'm still brainwashed. But the reality is that I already learned how to see beyond the veil of their perception that they imposed on me. So what I'm, as a targeted individual, I am right now supposed to believe that every customer that accidentally tells me what car, if they wrong car, I'm supposed to assume that they're gangstalkers and that they're purposely giving me the wrong car to mess with me. Also, whenever I get a customer that needs a part that is very difficult to find, I am supposed to assume that they are gangstalkers purposely giving me hard parts to find. So, in the beginning, when they're twisting your perceptions, the frequency that you get these gangstalkers is a lot higher. Right now, I get one once a week or less. But in the beginning, this was a lot. Like every customer that I was getting, I'm not kidding you, pretended to be mad when I would find the part that I would need. The changes in perception are supposed to be permanent. And all actual gangstalkers assume that these twists or perceptions are supposed to be permanent. That's why people are still most targeted individuals believe that everyone is involved, because they're gonna misinterpret mistakes like that, such as a customer giving me the wrong part, or asking me for a really difficult part, or giving me the wrong information and correcting me later. So these same tricks can be turned into any other job. They can be made to you can transform them to any other work. Like if you work in selling pizza and you're a targeted individual and you're taking orders, what are they gonna say? When at the end, when they repeat you the order, when the targeted individual repeats the order, what are the gangstalkers gonna say? Oh no, I actually wanted sausage. I didn't say pepperoni. You know, all these things, they can literally just turn them into anything else, you know, but they can have the same effect. The devil has many faces, you know. So yeah, that's how I gloriously dealt with a gangstalker. One, telling him the truth, not stressing over what he needed, and literally just put him aside and ask someone else to help him because I wasn't able to help him. Because I know that he wanted me to struggle to find that part. And pretend like nothing happened. Pretend that it was my mistake. Even though I knew that he made the mistake on purpose. I pretended, oh, I'm sorry, I made an error. I misheard what you said. But man, that face of anger on his face. Oh, it was worth like $100 to me. It was like a $100 tip. I swear to God. It was amazing. And yeah, I have grown my own strategies on how to deal with gangstalkers because I already know the whole operation, I know how they work. And particularly these past days, I have been having nothing but beautiful, bright, glorious victories against gangstalkers. When they do a gangstalker sign, a trigger, I only look at the red eye and then I smile. Like if they're fucking up. Guess what grin I do? I do the Gangstalker grin. And they have no idea what the fuck to do about it. Because I don't think they have ever had a Gangstalker do their signature smile on them. And you bet your ass it's confusing the fuck out of them. And it is the most beautiful thing about my gang stalking operation is that they don't know how the fuck to deal with me anymore. It feels so good, let me tell you. It was amazing. Thank you so much for watching. On my next video today, well, right now I'm going driving to my mom's house because it's Mother's Day, so I'm gonna go take her out to dinner. And then I just got like my little attachment, my controls for my Nintendo Switch, so I'm super excited to play Bayonetta. And also, I'm half done recording the video on the first chapter of Battle for the Mind. Guys, it's freaking amazing. Really, you have to watch it. It is incredible. It talks about the 4 types of temperaments in dogs that are also temperaments in psychology for human beings. And depending on your temperament, you're gonna have a particular reaction to stress. So it talks about stress that are imposed on you and how you are most likely to respond according to your type of personality. So I'm gonna read it, and then I think I'm gonna like make a little drawing and then just put it on the screen somehow. I haven't done any video editing in a super long time. And we are going to find out what's up, and I'm gonna tell you the strategies that I did. Even though I wanted to freaking punch fucking gangstalkers, I pretended like nothing was happening. I played dumb. Playing dumb. I have had to learn how to play dumb. It's so hard for me. It's being so hard for me to play dumb, but I kind of just have to. When you play dumb, people keep their defenses low around you because they think you're stupid. They don't think you're smart, so they really don't mind you. You're only smart when it matters, not to impress anyone. Anyways, I'm gonna keep driving, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please, guys, remember this channel is to create awareness of gang stalking and to help people on how to deal with gang stalkers, to tell everyone what this operation is and how to beat it. So please, guys, like and share. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Bye.